let's switch gears. Tawann, this is all you.
Yeah, man.
We're talking about Nick Cannon and some shit he said about the people behind the scenes pulling the strings. I'll let you take this one away.
Hello there. That's my Obi-Wan voice. Hello there. So try to keep this as brief as possible, even though it can be very lengthy. Everyone in everywhere already knows the situation that Nick Cannon is in. However, if you don't know, refer to his Cannon's Class podcast or Cannon's Class, I don't know, interviews. I don't know what it is. However, he has
the audio is fucking terrible. He needs to figure that out.
Yeah, he definitely does. So, he has this platform called Cannon's Class, where he had Professor Griff on his show.
Who's Professor Griff?
Professor Griff was part of Public Enemy's, the group Public Enemy,
the rapping group.
Rap group Public Enemy. Yeah, not the Public Enemy.
Yeah.
Nah. So he said some things and was ill-repentful for it, and then he got basically booted from the group.
And that was the beginning of the end of Public Enemy.
Yep, pretty much. I think they went on to do things, but
we'll have that discussion another time. Cause
yeah, for sure. Cause
like I tell people, when did KRS-One get corny, and when did Public Enemy get corny? And no one can answer that question.
I can, but we'll have that on another time. Me and Snow goes at it. Music, hip hop. Tune in. So at the end of the day, I will key in on what exactly was said.
Okay.
It was said that it had to do with Jewish people and the term Semitic. So I don't know if anyone here, or if you guys are aware with the term Semitic. We hear it and we associate a Semitic with anti-Semitic, and we attribute anti-Semitic with Jewish people. However, that term is not specific to Jewish people only. It is also specific to African. Is specific to Hebrew. Hebrew being when you say Jewish people speak. They speak. Oh God, why am I having brain farts today? They speak.
Whatever they speak, roll out.
Whatever they speak, for sure. It's a dialect of Hebrew. It's not. They speak Yiddish. So, Yiddish is a dialect of Hebrew. All right, and also the Muslim dialect as well. Arabic. That is what we consider Semitic is. Not necessarily Yiddish, but Hebrew, a couple of other languages I forget. But so he was saying, how can I be anti-Semitic when Semitic has nothing to do with Jewish people? I am the Semite. I am Semitic. So,
which makes total sense because looking up the definition of Semitic is exactly that.
Right.
And it's a subgroup of Afro-Asiatic family.
Absolutely.
So no matter how you look at it, a black person could never be anti-Semitic.
I agree with that. Very true.
So, yep.
So, long story less long, he got trashed. He got thrashed.
By whom?
By Viacom, by the Jewish community, by supporters of the Jewish community, by Twitter,
for including himself in the definition of Semitic.
and for saying that Jewish people aren't Semitic. For saying Jewish people, because mind you, okay,
but they are Semitic though, no?
So here's where it comes. Here's where the quagmire begins.
Oh, got you. Don't even.
Yeah.
Let's see if I was paying attention. Jewish people are not a race; it's a religion, and the religion started in Africa.
And no, it started slightly high, just a bit, few miles north of Africa, but it in the Mediterranean.
But it was a black person's religion. Judaism was a black person's religion.
If you are Jewish, if you are all right, first of all, in Israel, the indigenous people of Israel don't, and the people who have adopted Judaism are two different things. So we had a conversation prior to recording, and you have Polish Jews, you have
which are
Jews
all white
from Germany, you have Jews from Russia, you have Jews from the northern part of the world, and then you have Jews from the middle of the world, or Mediterranean, or that you don't refer to as Jews, you refer to them as Israelites, or whatever. So what he said, it's funny. Am I to include the northern European Jews, or European Jews? That's basically what it is.
Sure.
Am I to include European Jews as Semite or Semitic?
Understood. Is he?
That's what I think. That is where the issue began, because European Jews, they follow most of the same practices that Mediterranean Jews or Mediterranean Israelis,
because it's a religion, and there are rules to that. So yes,
right. So you have European Jews, and you have Israelis that practice Hebrew or Judaism, and I'm gonna tell you, I've talked about this way before Nick Cannon was a thing, and him being canceled over this whole thing. So now, bring it back. Nick Cannon said what he said. He got everybody's feathers ruffled, and he is no longer on Wild 'N Out. Wild 'N Out is as it stands currently a done deal. He was fired, and I kind of want to know why.
I'm missing the point. Like I don't get this point. So what I was trying to allude to,
right?
In today's world,
right?
You see a Jew,
right?
You assume they are a type of people. They are a race of people. They are a creed of people, and it's not true.
That's not true,
right? They are a fucking religion.
Yes.
And to put even more context to that, you would be a fool to look at a Christian and say, what's your race? Please check your race. Well, I don't see Christian here on this, because it's not a race.
Right.
It is a religion.
It's like a lifestyle.
Right. So are these the people who canceled his ass? Are they upset because he unearthed that? Is he taking power away from them? Or are they upset because he has proven that to be a Jew is inclusive of the black man, which goes back to the strength of the black man, which was a context of the conversation he was having with the dude.
They can't see me, but I'm pointing at you.
They can see you.
I'm pointing at.
Oh, well, you know, depending on where you see the podcast, yes.
Yeah, true. You are 1,000% correct. And this whole thing opens up a bigger debacle.
So they should be upset, because by them being upset, I can see your true colors now.
Absolutely. See, Jewish people, or Hasidic Jews, European Jews are, and listen, they have experienced atrocities.
Who hasn't?
I get it.
Yeah,
absolutely. Who hasn't? But not to belittle the situation. I understand why they take the position that they take.
Sure, it's their prerogative. It's their survival right.
Absolutely, but I want to be as plain as possible. When you are, when a group of people adopt a religion,
sure,
you are not, like, let's say I decide to be, I decide to adopt Judaism. I am not from Israel. I'm not an Israelite.
Sure.
I can be, I practice Judaism, but I'm not from Israel. Hasidic Jews are not from Israel. They live there now, but when Europeans began to intermingle, began to branch out, and try to kind of sort of grassroot themselves into other cultures. One of those cultures being Judaism. This is many years ago. So now they took this culture back to the European lands, Russia's, the Czech, the Yugoslavians, the Polands, the Polish, so on and so forth. And they did what any other religious culture does. They started in one place and it grew. And again, there is a larger situation behind this. I'm just giving just a little bit of backstory. There's a larger situation that I don't want to talk about right now.
I mean, quite honestly, I don't think we are equipped to have that conversation.
Absolutely.
You know, we would have to have.
I don't care.
Well,
yeah, for sure.
No.
Don't care.
You know what's interesting here? Why I'm not in a hurry to dethrone Jews and I'm being honest, there a lot of black culture is quick to us versus them.
Yes.
When it comes to Jews, black versus Jews. And I always thought it was silly because there's a lot of those same parallels with Christianity.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as black people embody Christianity, again, like the conversation about women and empowering women, as long as you embody that, then you owe it to yourself and the foundation of your religious beliefs and the constructs of it to understand Jewish people.
Right.
And when you start to do that, even without getting all the details and being super educated on it, even amongst themselves, there's different denominations. There's all types of discrimination. There's a struggle. This one don't like that one like, and there's a lot of this. You know, we spoke about black people being African American. Africans are like, no, you're American.
What is that?
You ain't no African, right? And they go through that as well. So there's all these levels that's like, fam, it how can we point fingers when your house is even your own house is not solid?
Absolutely.
And that goes for both sides. I'm not pointing fingers at Jews because Christianity is some fuck shit. And Jews shouldn't be pointing fingers at Jews because Jews some fuck shit. Like, nobody around here should be pointing fingers, fam.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a whole lot of fuck shit going on, and everybody's trying to clean the next person's house.
And I can say what happened in Nick Cannon seems like classism under the veil of Jews. I don't see it as Jews attacking a black person. I see it as motherfuckers with power, putting their foot on somebody's neck because they can.
And part of that is, I think, and this is only my opinion, I believe, oh no, because there are a lot of people who are still stuck, even Jewish people, who are still stuck in the old way of thinking. Nah, this is our religion. This is our us. This is our us for us. You have no right to speak on it. You have no right to speak on what's going on in our house.
You know why that has credence to me? Because on the other side of that coin, there's Christianity.
Yeah.
Where people feel like they can take the rules and reinterpret themselves. No, you can't. No. What the fuck is an Anglican? What the fuck is Pentecostal?
Yeah.
That's because a motherfucker woke up and said, I don't like the way the church does this, so I'm going to do it this way. I don't like the way the Catholic Church does it, so I'm going to do it. Like, fam, So I'm not mad. I'm not mad at somebody for protecting their house based on the scripture that they read every day.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I'm not mad that my country is telling me we were under attack by motherfuckers flying 2 planes into the building for their God. Because I've never met a Christian that would fly a plane into a building for their God. And if you ain't willing to fly a plane into a building, then you ain't really about your God. That's how I see it. You know what motherfuckers turned around and said? They're extremists. I'm sorry.
Right.
Is there not an extreme way to be a person of religion? Did I miss that entire conversation?
Whoa. Hold on, Ramon. And let's not listen, that term extreme, and I'm not going to go all the way into it, but how the fuck can you call somebody else extreme or an extremist? At what point did you feel like boat loading us to a foreign land was not extreme?
Sure.
At what point? And listen, we're gonna have because we got a whole lot. I got a whole lot of podcasts in me.
I think we should. I think we should table this one and really dig into the weeds. But ultimately, I'm with Snow.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck because this is their shit.
Yeah,
because the definition of the word is the definition of the word, fam. And I feel like in today's world, definitions of words lose their effect because people say it, they don't understand what it is. They put it in context it's not supposed to be. So like I've heard people say that when you he's conceited or she's conceited, and I'm just like,
how can you say that?
Why shouldn't this person be conceited?
Right.
Like, you want them to be wild amounts of invested in you and not themselves? You don't know what this person went through to get where they are. They're heavily invested in themselves, and it has such a negative connotation to it, and I don't think it should have a negative connotation. I think it's a word that can flow. It's a fluid word either way. Mm-hmm. And like, there's so many words we use that just lose their edge. And it's like so many concepts and constructs that lose their edge. And like, yo, I'm not a Jew. I don't know their history. The only thing I know about Jews is Hitler tried to get rid of these people.
That's a fact.
And I'm just like, yikes. Just like, you know what Jews know about us? America did us dirty.
Yeah.
They don't, all the other shit, people don't, like, everybody got their own shit, fam. That's your shit. The only thing about what I see here, like I said, is I see motherfuckers who, and what I said by their agenda, I'm not saying these are bad people. These aren't righteously just people. It's clear as day to me that somebody was looking for a reason to do to him what they did. And that goes back to the what Snow said about the the public enemy shit. It goes back to the KRS-One shit. The minute you start, that goes back to the Martin Luther King shit, the Malcolm X shit. The minute you start telling people, hang on a second, let's not miss these concepts. Here's the scripture. Here's the raw history. The minute you start doing that, somebody out there is going to want to put a blanket of water on your flame. That's what I'm seeing here.
And they waterboarding his ass.
So I don't know if it's straight up Jews versus black. I just think it happens to be Jews with the power to tell him shut the fuck up.
You know what it is? Everybody is so hyper conscious about words right now. And we're going to move on real quickly, but everybody is so hyper conscious, so hyper sensitive. And instead of hearing what he's trying to say in the video and doing because immediately, every time he said something to get some clarity or some understanding or some context to what he's saying or what they were saying, I referenced certain things. I researched from my end. I hit pause and I said, okay, well, what is he talking about here? I don't just hear someone say, those aren't real Jews, or I'm the real Semitic.
Sure.
I didn't hear that. I heard him say, this is what it is to be Semitic. This is what it was
very rational what I heard. Very rational.
Let me go and research. And since there is so much flowing in my head right now about the Jewish culture and what I have known or learned from the Jewish culture and what I have learned from historical documentations. Yeah, I'm not getting into all of that. Okay. He said what he said, and
this is where he's at.
This is where he's at.
I don't think it's deserving, but
I don't think it's deserving either. And Snow doesn't care still. But all right. I don't think it's deserving as well. I think there's more to this story. There's more situations that will come about through this. And we'll wait in here and we'll wait to see.
Yeah, this one's still unfolding. Okay.
For sure.